Cornell is a 22-year-old undergraduate at DePaul University in Chicago.
I didn't want anybody to look at me different.
So you just kept it to yourself?
Yeah. There's that underlying feeling of just shame. That feeling of loneliness.
He's studying political science with the hopes of one day going to law school.
My dad never went to college. My mom never went to college. I would be the first person. I knew I had to do it.
Dom's parents have been out of the picture since childhood. His mom had struggled with addiction, and his dad has been in and out of prison. Money for his tuition comes from a patchwork of funding, scholarships, student loans, and some financial aid. He stretched all of that as far as he could. But last spring, he found himself living in a shelter outside of town.
Sometimes you don't make it to the shelter in time because you have to be there at a certain time to get in. Sometimes I had to sleep in parks or in forests.
How often would you go hungry?
Like 2 days without really eating a meal.
2 days?
I hate to say it, but I've eaten out of the trash before. When you're just trying to survive, you'll do whatever it takes.
He had to sneak onto a commuter train just to get to class most days. And one day, it almost became too much to bear.
As passionate as I was about my classes and about the things I was learning about, it just got too hard to be homeless. I remember I was standing on the platform of the L train, and honestly I thought about jumping, just giving up.
What kept you from jumping?
I think it was knowing very well that there are a lot more kids like me.
DePaul USA, a national homeless charity, has seen the problem all across the country, and in Chicago started a homeless housing program called DOCS, designed just for students. At least this house, where it could offer at least a half a dozen students a low-cost place to stay, as long as they keep up their grades and do chores around the house.
A lot of these students either had a place to call home and lost it, or never had a place to call home ever.
Abe Morris, the director here, has never forgotten the day Dom came asking for help.
He came into my office and I said, "Hey, have you eaten today?" He's like, "No." I said, "Let's go get lunch." And in the middle of the lunch, he stopped eating. He said, "Abe, I'm sorry. I can't eat no more because I don't eat that often. My stomach is shrinking. I can't eat that much food." And at that point, it hit me like, oh my gosh, like this guy needs someplace to go now.
So Abe converted an office into one more bedroom, an act that very likely saved Dom's life.
It's still surreal to me. I still wake up sometimes and it's like, well, I'm here.
Even now still?
Yeah, even now. I feel like a weight is lifted off my shoulders. Like I can concentrate on my classes. I made it on the dean's list.
Congrats.
I had never done so well during a college quarter.
But you never had the stability before.
That's all I needed.
One day a young man walked up to me and he says, "Are you the college president?" And I said, "Yes, I am." He says, "Well, I want to talk to you because I live under a freeway." And he ended by saying, "And I want you to know that there are other students on campus just like me."
Catherine Jeffrey is president of Santa Monica College in Los Angeles. It doesn't offer housing, but the school has tried to address students who are going hungry by offering food pantries, like this one.
So we have a variety of canned beans and ravioli and, of course, peanut butter.
All the college staples.
All the college staples.
While helpful, they're not the healthiest options. So, students worked with administrators to organize this farmers market.
Hey, potato!
Where fresh fruits and vegetables are handed out each week.
Thank you.
No questions asked. But perhaps the most innovative idea came from UCLA students, who, with the help of donations and grants, set up the Students for Students shelter in a Santa Monica church.
So this is our kitchen.
It's completely run by more than 80 student volunteers, like Jordan Vega.
We have 4 student volunteers from UCLA who are on site every day. We cook dinner for the residents. We eat together, and we really bond with each other.
It's a community.
It's a community.
Maritza Lopez knows she was lucky to get in. There's a waiting list of at least 100 students.
So that's My bed right there.
She's studying art history at nearby Santa Monica College and shares this small room with 9 other homeless students. As small as it is, it's co-ed.
So you don't have a lot of privacy here, though, do you?
I think it's pretty private. I can't really ask for too much because I've been given a lot.
Because the students who run it also have to go to class, the shelter has to empty out from 7 in the morning all the way until 7 at night. Usually, Maritza passes that time by studying on campus.
I always kind of say, hey, let me think about today and tomorrow. How am I going to survive? Like, what can I do today? What can I do tomorrow?
So where does all that optimism come from?
I don't know. Got a little soul in here, right?
Getting big soul, I think.
This past June, Maritza got her associate's degree, graduating with honors.